Hello, welcome to the Outspoken Artist. My name is Giancarlo, and this morning at Imaging 2024, I'm with Kayla Douglas. How are you?
Hey, I'm great, John. Thank you for having me.
It's been, what, 3 days of convention. How's everything going for you?
Oh man, is this convention amazing. It is very busy, but it is awesome. We're in the Baby Dream Backdrops booth at 1127. So if you guys are listening to this, you can come and stop by.
And what else are you here for? What else brought you to Imaging?
So, what brought me to imaging is I am a couture designer of angel wings and just recently launched my bridal gown line. So, we are helping sponsor the Baby Dream Backdrops booth. And so, we have amazing models who are coming in and out wearing those wares. So, it's really, really awesome.
What started your journey in wings?
So what started my journey in wings, I'll give you the short version. Um, I was a special effects makeup artist in Atlanta, and I decided that one day that I wanted to make some Rio Carnival outfits to go along with some models. So I created these amazing feathered costumes, and we were already kind of a little well known in Atlanta. So once I made these costumes, people asked me if I could start making wings for their boudoir studios. And I asked them what they didn't like about wings on the market and gave them a list. And my husband, you interviewed him earlier, Rick, he's an engineer. And so he helped me create a patented design on my wings. And then ever since then, it took off.
And you had modeling background, and I'm sure that probably helped in the designing of what would be great wings for somebody to wear.
Yeah, so I really wanted to focus on comfortability of the wings and making sure that they're super lightweight. They also sit on your back really comfortably, but the coolest thing about them is they're actually width adjusting, so you can undo the corset back, and they will fit all size models to be completely size inclusive. Because a lot of times the straps are in the middle of the wings. We wanted to make sure that you can open them up so that they make the straps a little bit wider. So we were really trying to make sure that we make them as comfortable and size inclusive as possible.
And you handcraft these things, and how many feathers normally take up a full size set of wings?
Oh man, I don't actually have a feather count, but I can tell you the feathers alone on those things are at least $600 because there's so many. There has to be at least 700 to 800 feathers on those,
Wow.
at least on my floor length wings.
And what about your bridal? That's fairly new. What drew you into designing bridal gowns?
Well, I'm a romantic. So there's that. Of course, everyone loves pretty dresses, but what I love about bridal gowns is there's so many different textures, and the artist in me really wants to gravitate towards different sparkly textures. 4 years ago, I do know how to sew, obviously, for the costuming and everything. 4 years ago, I started designing them, but then the wings took off, and I didn't have the capacity to do both at the same time. So now I'm finally at a position where I can focus on bridal as well as the wings. And yeah, did I answer your question?
Yep, I believe you did,
I
yeah.
think I did.
Um, Wow, can you tell me a time, given the fact that these wings are absolutely beautiful, and when people wear them, they feel empowered, they feel beautiful, I don't know, whatever sexy, whatever the word might be. Can you tell me a time where someone had your wings and they either told you, have you heard of how much they loved it or they felt like it changed them?
Actually, this is really awesome. I'm gonna give a shout out to Casey Quist on this. I get compliments all the time from photographers who say that it really makes an impact in their images. Even the people who don't like wings, who think they're overplayed because of Victoria's Secret or whatever, they'll see the wings, and then once they put them on, Casey actually recorded a client who cried during her session and just said, I always saw Victoria's Secret models and felt like I wasn't beautiful enough to wear those wings. And I was like, no, no, you are beautiful enough to wear wings. Anyone can wear wings. You want to wear wings, John? I'll put you in some.
Put the Freya wings.
Um, but it's just amazing to see those types of reactions every time they put them on because I put my heart and soul and I sit and I handcraft every set of wings myself. So every feather is hand attached by me. So knowing that there is someone out there that when they put them on, it has that type of emotional trigger and reaction is super amazing.
And what do you hope to get from the bridal gowns now in terms of impacting brides on their most special day?
So, like you said, I think it's like a dream of everyone, well, most people for their wedding day. And the first thing they gravitate towards, especially, people who are looking for their gowns, is the gown. That's the first thing. It's gowns and photography, usually. So, being a part of that special day and doing a custom bridal gown for these girls, and actually everybody, I shouldn't have said that, but it's just really, really cool because that's such a life staple. It's not even just a simple moment, it's a whole life thing that they're gonna remember forever. So being a part of that means the world to me.
That's wonderful. Being a vendor at, let's say, Imaging or some of the other expos, can you tell me when you started in the expo world and what you've learned and grown from the experience of the people that you've dealt with?
Oh my gosh. So expos are so amazing. If you have never been to an expo and you go to your first one, they can be a bit overwhelming at first because you're just surrounded by so many people. But what I've learned is you just take the time and you build a community, right? So we want to make sure that we focus on building up a community and just making sure everyone knows that they are loved and appreciated. And that's not even just like a random statement that people are wanting to hear. It's truthfully building people up in this community has made expos so amazing because then you're like not just there for work, you're there reconnecting with so many friends. So I I guess it would honestly be what I learned is just to continue to be there for the networking and the friendships. And those last a lifetime. So that's what I really learned about expos instead of just being there solely for work.
Oh, no, that's great. And recently, you and Rick came back from a wonderful road trip
Oh my
that was
gosh.
supposed to be a certain number of stops, but ended up becoming even more so. Can you tell me a recap of what that trip was like, and would you do it again?
Oh yeah, I would definitely do it again. I would definitely do some things different this time around, but we actually plan on doing one hopefully next year. This year, I think I'm focusing on bridal gowns a little bit more, just to kind of get that up and going. But the year after, we're definitely focusing on doing a 2025 tour, but definitely take some more time in between stops.
So, what places did you stop?
Oh man, so we started from Florida. We did an East Coast to West Coast tour. So we started in Florida and went all the way. We stopped in New Orleans, Texas, in San Antonio. We did the Portrait Masters Conference. Then we did Utah. Then we did, um, what was that? Arizona, Utah, California, and then all the way back. So we stopped in quite a few places. I think we had 14 stops in total.
How did it feel having those people hosting you and promoting everything that you and Rick do?
Do you know what? We don't realize until we're really in a situation to for it to be brought in our forefront because we just live our everyday lives just trying to, focus on our art and our and community and stuff. But until we're in that position to realize how many people truly support us like that, it means the world. So it's really, really awesome that these people are volunteering their studio space and hosting us in their space to be creative as well. So that's really awesome.
Yeah, a lot of small businesses helping small businesses grow in a very huge space. And I've seen that with you.
I am so stoked about it. You have no idea. We have many, many plans. We have all kinds of amazing people who are coming together to just to lift each other up. And we plan on continuing to grow that. I think that's really needed in this community.
Right.
Honestly, I think we need a lot more love and just uplifting of each other than anything. It doesn't have to be any type of weird competition between anyone. There's enough for everyone here to eat. So
Agreed. Agreed. I said that I called you what, a pillar of positivity because that's all that I get from you.
yeah, that was so cool. When I read that, I was like, "Oh my god, I love this. That was so sweet."
It's true. I get that from everybody. From everybody I talk to, they speak wonders about you, wonders about Rick, and it's all because of the fact you put out this energy that's not there. You're not expecting anything from anybody,
Right?
which I feel that's what people should do. Just don't expect anything. Do it because you want to and help. And
Yes.
if it comes back to you, great. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But
Well, by doing things that are self-serving, you usually find that that's going to be a surefire way for your career eventually to implode on itself. I find that people, they say love prevails, but that's true. It really does. But that's just because if you act from a place of genuine, genuine.
don't try. I want to know that word.
Try it, but you guys, listeners, know what
Get
I
a
mean.
little text.
Blooper that one over me. Um, or do the blooper cuts every single time I
Yeah,
try to say that. But if you act genuine in all of your actions and stuff, you really find that the universe gives back to you no matter what. And that's just because helping others really does help you. And it's just from a place of love. I think that everyone needs to do that.
While you were on your road trip, what are some memorable moments of going in the RV with Rick that things that you will never forget that happened during this trip?
Oh, there's a lot of them, but, um, for those of you guys don't know, we sold everything. Literally sold our entire storage unit for $2,000, which people are gonna think that's nuts. And we bought a travel trailer from the '80s for 5,000, I think it was, and traveled the US with it. So, I think it's important for you guys to know you gotta start somewhere. I think people think that there's, like, this glamorous, aspect of it, but no, you just gotta start. So, we lived in a 17-foot travel trailer, and that's how you find out if you really love your significant other so fast, like, and turns out we do. So but, yeah, being probably about 4 feet away from the bathroom is how you that's a memorable one right there. There's, like, no, space. Sometimes we're just right there
It's a good
24/7.
it's a good trial run, and you learn how to take care of ants too, and
Oh my gosh, yeah. Too, like, people put, like, a glamorous staple on social media of what they think things should look like I just said, people don't know how many times Rick had to fix something on that RV or how many times he's like cursing up a storm to himself about something breaking. And I'm just sitting there like, it's okay, honey. Things are rainbow, sunshine, and butterflies. He's like, oh, this sucks. And I'm like, no, it's fine. But then, like, afterwards, he's like, man, I just want to be on tour again. I just want to go. We find that we're nomadic people. We've moved around a lot and we'd get like an apartment or a house. We bought a house and had it for 9 months. Oops, sorry guys. And decided to sell it and figured out that we would rather just be nomadic.
that seems to fit. That seems to fit. How was the RV or that kind of community while you were on the road?
Believe it or not, it's really amazing. There's this community of people who are so just awesome. We actually had this guy in Arizona who just came up to us and was just talking to us the whole time, asking us if we wanted to go to Tombstone with him and just invited us. And people are just so nice. They asked us to go if we wanted to come out, have a campfire, or it was pretty cool.
That's really neat. That's really neat. So you mentioned 2024. You're hoping that to push the bridal gowns, explore that area of your art. What else is in the horizon for you in 2024?
Oh my God, there's so much stuff. Some I can't talk about yet, but we have some amazing things on the horizon coming. You guys just follow us. But we also we're doing a lot of bridal shows this year. So that's gonna be new. That's gonna be my first different bridal expo. So I'm super stoked about that. Um but we have amazing brand partnerships coming up. We have some amazing travel coming up too that I'll be announcing those dates as well. It won't be a full tour, but it's gonna be pretty cool.
That's neat. That's neat. Kayla, curious. Do you have any hobby that most people don't know you have?
Um I love to sing. Oh, here's a fun fact about Kayla. Do you know how Rick and I met?
No,
I don't think I ever told you that.
not the official version. No.
Yeah, there's a long story attached to that. That's really cool, but that's a very long story. I was a vocalist of a metal band, and Rick was sending me EPs that he had recorded looking for a woman to sing on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Smooth operator.
Actually, no, we both were like not attracted to each other at first at all. It was strictly work for like 3 or 4 months. I just thought he was really emo on Facebook, and I
I would love to see Rick at that stage.
oh, it's so funny. And then when you get to know him, like he just and then I found out that he's just posting metal lyrics on Facebook. I thought that he was just like, oh man, you're posting all this stuff. Are you okay? But no, it turns out it's just metal lyrics. If I would have just Googled them, I would have known them, what they were. And then the more that we talked more personally, did we realize that we were like one and the same person. We're just yin and yang. So
And you were at times when with modeling, you were made as a mock-up wedding couple. That was that right?
yeah.
How many times did you guys get married in front of the camera?
I've even taken pictures of Rick getting fake married to other people. We just get booked. It's a modeling job, you know. So Rick is in Southern Bride with another woman. By the way, any bridal magazines, most of the times they're models and most of the times they're not together. I really hate to
I heard I
put
heard
that out to you guys.
I heard that he was a model for a suit company on Amazon. Shoot something style. I forget what it was.
Cloud style, yeah.
That's what it
They
was.
would send him suits for free, and get pictures back. So he had at one part like almost like 100 suits. Some of them were super ugly. Like I'm talking like rainbow paisley, like bright, yeah, just leopard print.
I will find these pictures, not post them, but I'll definitely. I have to see Rick in this phase.
He's got them somewhere.
Um, last question: if you could become an expert at something instantly, what would that be?
I actually plan to be an entrepreneur coach, talking about creative entrepreneurship. I actually want to lift people up. So my goal is within the next 5 years to start teaching that, talking about that, and lifting up other people. The biggest thing that people need to know is to believe in themselves, which sounds super, super like blanket statement, right? But a lot of times people will be contradicting themselves with their words instead of their actions. So you need to do both to really lift yourself up, and sometimes that's harder than anything. So I think I would really just love to teach people how to truly believe in themselves more, and not just like a, what is it, a self coach, life
Yeah,
coach.
yeah, motivational quote.
Motivational coach, a lot of them are just regurgitating information, but I find there's a lot of steps that people forget to take to do that. And so I would love to teach that and kind of help people grow, because we need entrepreneurs. Entrepreneurs are the ones that are running the world, right? That are actually help creating all of these amazing businesses and stuff. We need more of them.
I would agree. Is there a quote or a belief that you live by that you like to either pass on to others or you live by?
Actually, yes. If you guys look at all of my bags that I give away free bags at every expo. I have a few of them at the imaging, I mean, in the booth here at Imaging, right now. But it's actually, love is the secret weapon of the iconic entrepreneur. Do all things with love, and you become undefeatable. That is on all of my bags, and it's actually been written on my wall for the last 6 years when I started creating Kayla Douglas Artistry. And just looking at that quote, I live by. It's by Robin Sharma.
That's a wonderful quote.
Yeah.
Lastly, where can we find not only your wings but also your bridal gowns?
Yeah. So the best website is going to be www.kayladouglasartistry.com. I have my bridal collection on there. It's kayladouglasbridal.com too. You can go to either one of them. It's going to link you to each other's websites. And that's where you can find all of my wares.
That's wonderful. Kayla, do you have any questions for me?
Um, no, are you ready to have a good day?
I'm ready to continue on.
Yeah, it's going to be great. It's the last day of imaging, so we're going to rock it out.
I know. Kayla, thank you for joining me.
Yes. Thank you so much for having me, John. You're amazing.
Thank you, as you are as well.
Awesome, you guys. Well, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, whatever time you're listening
I
to
know, or
this.
year.
Or year, whatever year you're listening to this, it's about to blow up. So I know you're all going to be listening here within the next 6 months.
All right. Bye.
All right, bye.